the C and D stand for. That's their initial. They have so much passion.
近期以来，美国针对亚裔的犯罪有所增加，很多亚裔青少年家长感觉到不安全。在这种情况之下，南加州青少年领袖与 C and D Global Humanity 基金会创办人 Cheery 陈联合亚裔家长协会、核桃学区华裔家长协会于4月9日举办记者招待会。
Specialists and doctors. Our goal here today is to offer help to everyone throughout this difficult time. No matter if you're an immigrant or a native, you are all welcome here. If you have ever faced discrimination in a workplace, at school, in any part of your community, we want to help you. We younger generation, we're also a part of this community, and we do believe we can make a difference. With the help of other active members of the community, we can achieve anything. Like Mary said, once Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. told the world that he had a dream, that one day his children would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
据主办方介绍，举办记者会的目的主要是针对亚裔青少年在学区、学校所受到的歧视，决定站出来共同发声，以提供帮助。下面请看美国新闻速递记者庞可阳来自洛杉矶的报道。
We still have so far to go. So far to go where everyone is equal, is treated equal, is given respect and dignity, whether it's in elementary school or middle school or high school, or people going about their daily lives. I want to tell you what I've been doing recently as a member of the County Board of Supervisors. Last year, at the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, the County of Los Angeles created an anti-racism, diversity, and inclusion initiative. It was a response to what we felt was happening in this country against African Americans. But it's a framework to fight all racism that we see in any aspect of our community. And on Tuesday, I asked the board to support a new working group specifically led by this anti-racism initiative and in collaboration with local AAPI leaders to really drill down on this crisis, really find out what's happening right now. The stories that the Congresswoman told.
Gabriel Valley speaking out against anti-Asian hate. And I have been leading the effort in Washington, D.C. for our national response to fighting anti-Asian hate. I did go to Georgia and I visited the victims' families and the Asian community there, and also took the pathway of the shooter to show that this clearly was a hate crime, and it took him 27 miles to go from one spot to the other. Clearly, he chose the places where he could kill Asian women. So we are prosecuting this and making sure that it will be prosecuted as a hate crime, and asking the Department of Justice to use all its resources to get the evidence to make sure it is prosecuted as a hate crime. We have also called for the National Day of Healing, and we were proud to get 1 billion responses online all across the nation to stop Asian hate. We got a judiciary hearing, the first time in 34 years that it was held. We have been meeting with the Department of Justice because of President Biden's memorandum on fighting Asian hate and finding solutions. And we are also pushing 2 bills, the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act and the No Hate Act, and they will be marked up in Washington, D.C. in April, and we hope to get it out of the House in May. And they will do a lot to make sure we have more tools at our disposal to fight anti-Asian hate.
I was scared. I did not know what the outcome of society would be. And yet, in the midst of these ashes, something occurred. The API community, that in some ways has been silent for many years, decided to do what they have not done in the past. They decided to claim what they are, and they are Americans. Throughout the communities, whether it was hospitals, police stations, cities all across California and across the United States, mass began flowing into all of our community members. Money began flowing in. In my own community, the API community fed our police department, our first responders, for 60 straight days to give them the love that they deserve. Some people have said, why the attention? I've actually been interested. The API community has consistently been abused over the years. Let us not think that API hate has not occurred. It has always occurred. But the question is why? Why do the elected officials stand up to say that they are with us today? Have you ever asked yourself why? I will give you the answer. Because in the midst of when America was going down, when America was going to implode, the API community said, this is our country. We love our country, and it is time for us to give back. It is time for us to love those and love our country because they loved us first. When we came as immigrants, our country, this country, loved us first. When we moved to many of our homes, an Asian person didn't welcome us. It was a non-Asian person that created the cookies and walked over to our homes. Am I right? Yeah. It is true. And therefore, it is our time. And therefore, what I would say to you is thank you so much that you are standing up, not just for a community, but instead of saying, we need to divide, you need to, instead of saying, you need to respect us because we are unique, you are saying, by giving back to the community, that you are an American and you are joining with us. Instead of burning things down, you are uplifting. Instead of throwing hate, you are saying love. There are two stories that are going to occur in the coming months. One is one of division. One is one of fire. One is one of anti-hate toward our first responders. And the other one is love will conquer all. And thank you so much for choosing love.
今天感谢所有的媒体帮我们组织然后让这个记者招待会很成功。首先呢，我非常的感动，就是我们 C&D Global Community Foundation Cheery Chen， 还有 Daniel， 还有 David Chen， 他们呢initiate 这个 non-profit organization。那在前2个月，他们已经捐了100万的的手套 medical use 的那个手套给 LA County， 然后呢，下个礼拜我们要捐25万这个 KN95 的那个口罩给 LA Unified School District。今天呢 ，Cheery 前个礼拜他说，他收到了很多 email， 他们的 peer 就是他们年轻人开始有一点紧张，不敢回到学校。那他觉得说，年轻人应该 do something。所以呢，他就 initiate 这一个 press conference。那我们这一个记者招待会，最主要就是希望我们能够帮助我们的青少年，还有我们的家长们。因为我是那个华裔家长会的创办人，希望借着这个时候告诉大家，只要你认为你在社区、在学校，你被欺负了。或者你被bullying了，或者你有人呢刻意的挡你的路、打你或者怎么样，你不要再做沉默的羔羊。
得到社区及各界的大力支持，出席当天活动的包括联邦国会众议员赵美心、联邦国会众议员金应玉、加州参议员 Josh Newman、洛杉矶郡长 Janice Han、加州众议员陈立德办公室主任、核桃市议员吴立伦、钻石坝市议员安珠臭以及斯坦刘、亚凯迪亚市议员郑伯仁、洛杉矶社区大学教委麦克方、前加州众议员武国庆、哈冈学区教委张金生以及洛杉矶郡警察局副局长、分局长，还有来自南加大以及 Azusa Pacific 大学的代表等等。美国新闻速递记者庞可阳来自洛杉矶的报道。